and they could be en route to get the ultimate win over the most talented quarterback of all time. This is it. It all comes down to one more game, one more opponent, for one moment. Super Bowl 55 sees the defending champs Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and some old guy named Tom Brady, as the Bucs try to become the first team to ever win the Super Bowl in their own building. For Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the rest of the roster, this is a moment in history. No one has been able to repeat as Super Bowl champs since Brady and the Patriots did it back in 2005. Mahomes and KC haven't exactly been at their absolute best this season. It's led to some early deficits in games, meaning the Kansas City Chiefs have had to come back in almost all of their games to come out on top 17 times this season. Regardless of that though, Patrick Mahomes has still performed as one of the best players in this NFL season. So are teams starting to figure them out? Well, if they are, they haven't been doing a very good job of making it count. That's tough though when you have explosive offensive weapons like Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, and one of the best tight ends in NFL history on your side. All of that at the fingertips of the offensive mastermind, Andy Reid. On the defensive side of the ball, Steve Spagnuolo has compensated for some bad run defense and loss of personnel with an aggressive style that forces offenses to make serious plays out of nothing. And of course, it helps to have the ultra-talented hybrid playmaker in Tyrann Mathieu to wreak havoc on opposing offenses. And of course, any Giants fan can tell you the effect Steve Spagnuolo can have on Tom Brady in a Super Bowl. The NFC champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, though, have proven themselves worthy of this opportunity. 3 straight playoff games, all on the road, with many players with next to no playoff pedigree whatsoever. The Bucs struggled last year in their first season with Bruce Arians. Their young and talented secondary was torched a few times due to their aggressive scheme and inexperience. The offense was chucking the ball all over the yard, though, just the way Arians likes it. But unfortunately, Jameis Winston was also chucking the ball into the gloves of defenders for a record total 30 interceptions, and the Bucs failed to beat anyone with less than 7 losses last season. In comes Tom Brady. After essentially being kicked out of New England, the place he had called home for his entire NFL career, Brady was looking to prove the doubters wrong once again and find a new challenge to overcome. He did get some assistance from an old friend in Rob Gronkowski, who came out of retirement to play football again this season. But Gronk is not the only weapon on this offense. 2 elite receivers in Mike Evans and Chris Godwin have helped ease the growing pains for number 12. The offensive line has also held up better this year with a first-round pick in Tristan Wirfs, and of course, Brady's pocket presence can make them look even better. However, this season was not without its hiccups. Arians was unflinching on the scheme of offense and didn't always play to Brady's comfort, but at the same time, he wanted this challenge. As the season went on, the chemistry grew and the offense began to light up the scoreboards. Not to mention a less than traditional offseason and a deep passing game that put the TB12 method to the ultimate test on the 43-year-old. We can't move on without talking about the defensive improvement. Todd Bowles' second season saw massive success and was able to give the presumptive MVP Aaron Rodgers his worst game of the season. The defense overcame Sean Payton, Drew Brees, and Alvin Kamara in the second round of the playoffs, as well as give the Green Bay Packers fans another NFC Championship L. And they could be en route to get the ultimate win over the most talented quarterback of all time. Tom Brady has almost nothing to lose here. A Super Bowl loss at this point would really not affect his legacy. The fact that a middle-aged man is competing in the Super Bowl and playing well throughout the season is an achievement onto its own. On the other end of things though, Andy Reid could ride off into the sunset, capping off an all-time great coaching career. The way I see this one shaping up though is kind of like a passing of the torch moment. You have the old GOAT in Tom Brady going up against the young rising superstar in Patrick Mahomes, who is ready and willing to take the throne and potentially set himself up for what has never been done and win 3 straight Super Bowls. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, Please drop a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Lingo Sports and Lingo News for a whole lot more just like this.